In today's video, I want to show you how you can show applied filters in Power BI. This is super handy and I get asked about this so often by my clients. Sometimes you create a Power BI report and the report is fine. They like how it works, you have some filter options, but they always forget what they have filtered. And often we use these drop-down slicers that show you if one value is selected, that works fine because then you see that value. But if you have more values selected, it shows multiple selections. And what does that even mean? And now imagine you have 10 of these slicers, lots of multiple selections. You don't want to open them one by one and check what you have filtered. You just want to see what's going on. So you don't need some external tool to do this. It's very, very easy DAX. And in the description, I actually put a link to the article I wrote about this, where you can also find the DAX if you want to try it yourself. So let's go into Power BI. Here you see a Power BI report and it all looks fine. And we see we have 3 slicers at the top. And now I select some of these cities. You see the issue that I talked about. Now all my slicers say multiple selections. And that's really just not handy because I want to see some information. So how do I get the information from here in Power BI? So how do we do that? Simple, DAX. DAX, I love DAX. I will show you 2 ways how to do this. We start with the first way where I create 3 DAX measures, 1 for each slicer. So what I would do is first I create a DAX measure for the first slicer, and that's for the city. And what am I doing here? Let's zoom in. This is a basic if statement where I say if this column city is filtered, then I want to combine the values from that column and separate them with a comma. And if everything or nothing is selected, because that's the same in these slicers in Power BI, I want there to be all cities. So this is super basic. You just tell Power BI, okay, if someone filters on that column city, then just put all the values that we have in that column that are selected there. And if we do this, I will show you. I just pick a table here and I put that measure in there. Now we see here the names. And if we check, that's indeed what I selected. I can select another one for you so you see it works. So here you see works like charm. And now I would do the same for a month. And it's the same DAX. And I would do the same for category. Only the name changes. So now I have this all in my table and I don't like this look. I will show you a quick trick how I like to do this. I put it in a matrix. Still doesn't look like I want it to look. But then I go into the format pane and I go to values, options. Switch this I like because I see here my value names and here I see what they mean. So I would say this could be cities. I rename them and you will see it is applied here. Why I like this approach? Now I could go to my row headers here and I could say, please make them semi-bold. And now I, of course, could style this and really make it look like I wanted to look. And for this demo, I already had one prepared and that's this one in the background. Here we see how that could look like. If you wonder how did I get the title in there, that's not a title, it's a column. It's just a fake column I created and it's like filter selected. Calculated columns are not the best practice, but for me, for this, at this moment, this works really, really well because I don't want to add a title. I can show you what happens if you add a title here. It looks like this. And if I wouldn't have my fake column, there's still this distance here. So this is just a workaround to make this look really, really neat. And now we have 3 DAX measures and I hear you, maybe you say, I don't want 3 DAX measures. Maybe I want it all combined and then put it in a table. And there's DAX for that too. You could just combine it with variables. So I would make a variable for city, for categories and for months where I say, is this filtered? Then give me some text and then give me all the values and then return everything. And here you see some Unica 10. That's important, that's an enter. So once you selected all of that, and like I said in the description, there will be a link to the article where you just copy that DAX. What it does is, if we put this in a basic table, is that we get it all like this. And you still have this table style, so I could do this. And you have the word wrap, and I really like that because maybe someone selects 10 cities and I want to see them all 10. And this is just one DAX measure. What I don't like is I can't change really fast that this is, for example, bold or semi-bold. And in the matrix, I can do that. But I can totally understand if you have like 20 of these slicers, you don't want to have 20 of these DAX measures, combine it in one and have one table that's showing the information. So like I said, this is super easy, super simple, and it's such a great way to make it easier for your audience, for your end user, to see which filters have been selected.